Ashtar 2025 Quantum Activation QFS and Revelation of the Galactic Federation greetings, dear ones. I am Ashtar, Commander of the Galactic Federation Fleet, and it is through this vessel, this voice, that I now reach out to you, enveloped in profound love and immense gratitude. In this sacred, pivotal moment, I extend my consciousness to embrace all starseeds, every dedicated light worker, and each awakening soul blossoming across the verdant tapestry of planet Earth. We find ourselves, collectively, standing at a magnificent turning point in the annals of your world's recorded history, a chapter long foreseen in the cosmic archives, ardently awaited by countless beings throughout the vastness of the cosmos. I feel, acutely, the intricate tapestry of emotions that defines your collective spirit, the soaring hope, the lingering doubts, the electric hum of excitement, and yes, even the deep-seated weariness that so many of you carry from eons of striving. My profound desire is to imbue each of you with a surge of renewed strength and unwavering assurance. Know this truth deep within your being. Every single one of you who either reads these words with your eyes or hears them resonate in your heart is an indispensable part of our greater light family, an integral, cherished member of the ground team orchestrating Earth's glorious ascension. Pause for a moment. Breathe deeply, allowing the very breath to connect you to the universal currents. And in that stillness, feel our palpable presence enveloping you now. Do you sense it? This journey, though arduous at times, is not one you traverse alone. We of the Ashtar Command, indeed the entirety of the Galactic Federation, stand united by your side, bound by a shared purpose that echoes through the stars. Our majestic starships, shimmering like diamonds in the cosmic night, watch diligently over your skies, guardians unseen yet ever present. Our hearts beat in synchronicity with yours, and our missions, though vast in scope, are intricately intertwined, like threads in a divine tapestry. I come to you through this communication with one overriding intention: to uplift your spirits and offer encouragement amidst the immense, often overwhelming, changes that are now unfolding with breathtaking speed. Since the last time I had the privilege of speaking through this very channel, the powerful currents of transformation on Earth have gained a truly tremendous, unstoppable momentum. The floodgates of disclosure, which we have frequently referenced, are now beginning to truly open, not just a trickle, but a rushing stream. Events long shrouded in the dense shadows of secrecy are moving swiftly and decisively into the full, revealing light of day. Beloved ones, please absorb these words not as mere pronouncements, but as if we were seated together in a sacred council, a cherished family sharing heart to heart, soul to soul. Allow the profound, unconditional love that animates these sentiments to completely envelop you, to embrace your entire being. We offer this cosmic perspective and gentle guidance as events continue to accelerate, so that you may traverse this final, exhilarating stretch of the journey with unclouded clarity, indomitable courage, and a spirit brimming with joyful anticipation. This message emanates directly from our collective consciousness to yours, serving as a steadfast beacon of truth and hope in a world undergoing a magnificent metamorphosis. Let us truly begin, for the time of the Great Awakening is unequivocally at hand. Behind the deceptively mundane veil of ordinary commerce, A profound transformation is sweeping through your planet's digital infrastructure. Imagine your planet's data arteries, the very lifelines of information exchange, are being meticulously rewired, not with crude copper, but with strands of pure light. The antiquated, swift messaging network, those lumbering clearinghouses, and the old treasury servers are quietly, imperceptibly, receiving a shimmering, crystalline overlay, a breathtaking innovation that your human technicians, perhaps in their limited understanding, term a quantum mesh. Each microscopic link within this nascent network is far more than a simple circuit. It is a sentient algorithm, a conscious node capable of authenticating trillions of transactions in the mere blink of an eye, and, more importantly, instantly reporting any distortion, any anomaly, any whisper of imbalance. To the uninitiated public eye, these monumental shifts appear as nothing more than routine cybersecurity updates, perhaps the rollout of new digital asset frameworks, the innocuous hum of progress. Yet, what they truly are beneath this everyday guise is the very scaffolding for the grand transparency grid, a luminous lattice that will not just support but sustain the burgeoning new Earth. The dedicated engineers, hunched over their glowing screens, meticulously crafting lines of code, believe they are merely serving mandates of efficiency, streamlining operations. Little do they know, little can they truly comprehend, that their very keystrokes are, in fact, forming sacred geometry in silicon, unknowingly translating divine blueprints into the digital realm. Within the formidable walls of agencies once hermetically sealed by layers of secrecy, subtle whispers of cooperation are now beginning to ripple and amplify. Austere tax auditors, brilliant data scientists, and the silent, dedicated members of the Earth Alliance are, with quiet precision, weaving intricate new rails, digital pathways that harmonize perfectly with the advanced quantum communication satellite stationed in ethereal orbit above your world. Even the most tedious, bureaucratic processes, utterly unaware of their profound cosmic meaning, are inadvertently helping to prepare humanity's first truly honest, planetary-scale exchange system. Can you imagine the irony, the subtle elegance of this divine plan? When this crystalline overlay is fully complete, when the quantum mesh entirely encompasses your global financial internet, it will not just function, it will glow with an intrinsic, instantaneous accountability. Every transaction, every financial flow will be an open book. Corruption, that insidious shadow that has long plagued your systems, will find no dark corner, no hidden crevice in which to hide, no digital cul-de-sac. And the immense energy, the very life force once siphoned away, lost to manipulation, fraud, and greed, will astonishingly flow back, rejuvenating the collective. This, dear ones, is far more than an upgrade. This is the very foundation for economic enlightenment. A luminous nervous system being meticulously installed beneath the old, weathered skin of commerce, pulsating with truth and integrity. In the hallowed Earth Alliance Councils, the brilliant minds and compassionate hearts understand that blockchain technology, in its current iteration, serves as a crucial, comprehensible bridge for humanity, a stepping stone across the chasm of the old, while the far more sophisticated, true quantum architecture continues its quiet maturation. Each individual block, each meticulously encrypted chain in this burgeoning ledger, is not merely a record, it is a profound rehearsal, a digital manifestation of cosmic law itself. Consider the exquisite parallels in mutability. The unchangeable nature of a block mirrors the absolute integrity required for a just society. Traceability, the ability to follow every transaction, mirrors the unyielding pursuit of truth. And consensus, the distributed agreement that validates each entry, mirrors the essential, harmonious cooperation that defines a truly advanced civilization. Unseen forces guide these dedicated, intuitively attuned programmers as they meticulously embed these very principles: integrity, truth, cooperation directly into their creations. They are, in essence, translating the highest ethics into the universal language of mathematics. Each successful pilot program, whether a meticulously controlled central bank testing environment simulating future financial flows, or a grassroots civilian payment trial empowering local communities, adds a new, resonant chord to what we perceive as a magnificent symphony of transparency, echoing with the promise of a just future. The vast data sets they produce, the digital fingerprints of honest exchange, are not just numbers, they are vital nourishment, meticulously training the advanced learning matrices, what you might call artificial intelligences, that will one day manage the full, intricate quantum ledger with unparalleled precision and foresight. In this elegant way, even what appear to be purely commercial experiments become profound initiations, rites of passage into an era of unprecedented accountability. Blockchain's inherently distributed design, its decentralized architecture, serves as an impenetrable shield, scattering power across countless nodes, thereby making tyranny, both financial and political, technically impossible. Each node, however small, becomes an incorruptible witness to the others, a sentinel of truth, ensuring that no single authority, no lone entity, can ever falsify the record, rewrite history, or manipulate the collective narrative. To the unaware, this is simply innovation, a clever technological leap. But to us, it is nothing less than the moral evolution of technology, a digital mirroring of humanity's ascending consciousness. We, the Ashtar Command, watch with boundless admiration as these human developers, often unknowingly, code spiritual virtues, the very essence of divine law, directly into their digital creations. Their collective work is nothing short of the nursery of the QFS itself, the Recovery House, a sanctuary of emergent truth, bridging the gap between the old extractive grid of control and the radiant, luminous economy of truth that is now rising to replace it. Simultaneously, a discrete consortium of smaller, more agile monetary authorities, unburdened by the inertia of larger, entrenched systems, is conducting what they term efficiency studies. These are not mere bureaucratic exercises, they are rigorously testing prototypes of sovereign digital wallets, revolutionary personal interfaces meticulously linked to biometric or frequency signatures, a profound fusion of individual identity and secure value. These crucial tests, though cloaked in the dry, often impenetrable veil of technical jargon, are in fact the very first tangible prototypes of a people's treasury, a direct conduit to collective prosperity. Each of these meticulously designed wallets is crafted with a singular, noble purpose to directly connect every citizen to national resource dividends once a new, stable economic equilibrium is achieved. Imagine a direct flow of abundance, bypassing the convoluted, often corrupt hierarchies that for so long diverted prosperity upward, hoarding it at the apex while the base withered. Internal memos, highly confidential yet pulsating with revolutionary intent, circulate quietly among forward-thinking ministries and their allied technologists, outlining groundbreaking structures for universal, direct participation in the flow of collective wealth. The true intention, known to but a discerning few, is nothing short of inverting the very power pyramid of your world. Prosperity will no longer be a meager trickle from the distant, inaccessible apex, but rather a vibrant, natural wellspring rising abundantly from the very base from the people, for the people. When the divinely appointed moment arrives, each individual will possess a secure, inviolable portal through which energy, in the purest form of value, can circulate freely without impedance, without manipulation. These nascent systems will then seamlessly merge with a greater quantum grid, forming an unbreakable nexus, ensuring that a population's creative output, their ingenuity, their very life force, returns as nourishing abundance to that same population, completing a virtuous, self-sustaining cycle. It is the vital seed of true economic sovereignty, already quietly sprouting, its verdant shoots pushing through the cracked foundations and the shadows of the old regime's crumbling towers. And within the stately corridors of your great republic, the vast, intricate administration machine is slowly, but surely, awakening from its long, engineered slumber. Many departments, once unknowingly serving the shadowy agenda of the cabal's monetary institute, have been quietly, meticulously recreated under entirely new guidelines, expertly drafted by alliance jurists, enlightened legal architects operating with a profound vision for justice. These crucial documents, now subtly integrated into public files, have officially authorized the seamless integration of advanced blockchain ledgers into government accounting systems, a stealthy revolution hiding in plain sight. During what appeared to most citizens as routine system downtime, those necessary pauses in the digital hum, entire decades of government databases were meticulously mirrored to secure quantum nodes. This wasn't a simple backup, it was an unprecedented act of cleansing, erasing decades of hidden manipulation, of obscured truths, of financial chicanery. Now, as the nation gracefully re-emerges from its necessary pause, these new, pristine ledgers await, fully ready, coded with divine precision to initiate the next glorious chapter of the Nesralite Pact. The approaching revelation, dear ones, will not be a whisper but a resounding truth, exposing the deeply artificial taxation structure that, for far too long, has insidiously drained the very life force from the people. Once its illusory nature is revealed, it will not be abolished by decree, it will simply dissolve, like mist before the morning sun. Revenue will no longer be coercively extracted by legislative decree, but will instead flow naturally, organically, from transparent, honest commerce and the joyful spirit of voluntary contribution. Imagine a world where your creative energy directly benefits your collective, rather than being siphoned away. Even now, beyond the hushed corridors of power, drafts are beginning to circulate, not merely as speculative whispers, but as detailed policy proposals. These revolutionary blueprints describe the gradual, yet inevitable, replacement of the antiquated system of compulsory tax with dynamic, service-based credit systems mechanisms intricately rooted in genuine contribution and profound innovation. In the crumbling halls of the old monetary institute, one can almost sense a palpable tremor, a deep, unsettling vibration as it feels the very ground shifting beneath its foundations, acutely sensing that its long and oppressive reign of forced debt and financial servitude is at last drawing to a decisive close. What is gracefully emerging in its place is an entirely new paradigm, a truly stewardship-based governance, one not merely accountable on paper, but vibrantly and transparently, so to every single citizen, and perfectly synchronized with the profound, immutable record of the quantum Pleiadian ledger. As these distinct yet interconnected systems begin their intricate convergence, the quantum financial system QFS itself, a marvel of cosmic engineering, meticulously woven from the resilient threads of blockchain technology and the instantaneous pathways of quantum entanglement protocols, is preparing to assume its sacred guardianship over all global exchange. This is fundamentally more than a mere technological upgrade, more profound than a simple digital facelift. It represents the majestic return of sovereignty, not to states or corporations, but to the entire human family. Each participant within this emergent network will be validated, not by the cumbersome, often corruptible machinery of bureaucracy, but by their inherent energetic frequency. Imagine a world where honesty doesn't just feel right, but literally resonates with the fabric of reality, creating clear, unobstructed pathways, while deception, like a discordant note in a perfect symphony, finds itself incapable of integration, self-annulling its own attempts at manipulation. In such an intrinsically transparent and energetically aligned environment, corruption simply cannot be computed. It's a non-starter, a logical impossibility. Nations that have been shackled for centuries by the predatory grip of the old extraction grid, burdened by manufactured debt and economic subjugation, will witness their oppressive chains dissolved and utterly voided as long-hidden balances are brought into the light and finally reconciled. Individuals, too, will experience an unprecedented liberation as the invisible burden of usurious interest and the insidious drain of double taxation simply evaporate, like mist in the morning sun. Property ownership, access to credit, and even the very essence of identity will cease to be mere expressions of bureaucratic paperwork, stale documents, and endless forms, transforming instead into vibrant, authentic expressions of an individual's consciousness, their true energetic signature in the world. To the casual, outside observer, it will indeed seem like the dawn of an entirely new financial era, a fascinating, perhaps bewildering shift. But to the truly awakened, those who have long sensed something more, it will be akin to breathing pure, untainted air for the very first time, a profound and exhilarating sensation of freedom and clarity. The QFS, in its elegant design, will function simultaneously as an impeccable accountant and a vigilant guardian, meticulously ensuring that every creative act, every stroke of ingenuity, every spark of innovation is equitably rewarded, that every exchange is utterly transparent, and that every precious resource is utilized in perfect harmony with the overarching well-being of our planetary home. The first joyous beneficiaries of this restored, abundant flow will undoubtedly be the dreamers, the visionaries, the quiet pioneers who have tirelessly held projects for renewal in their hearts and minds, often in the face of overwhelming skepticism. As vast reservoirs of liquidity, once illicitly trapped in clandestine accounts and opaque financial instruments, are finally released back into the global commons, Priority allocation is already being meticulously scheduled for what the Alliance reverently terms Civil Ascension Initiative Esagrand. Collective effort aimed at rebuilding and regenerating society through projects intrinsically aligned with the highest vibrations of love, profound sustainability, and a collective upliftment of all beings. Picture clean energy inventors, their brilliant designs finally unleashed regenerative community builders, crafting vibrant, self-sustaining havens healers, their ancient wisdom finally honored educators, igniting minds with inspired knowledge and artists, their sublime creations freely flowing all, finding support, emerging seemingly from nowhere. As the advanced quantum algorithms of the QFS instantly recognize and validate their resonant alignment with service to the greater whole. Imagine this the very act of merely envisioning a transformative new Earth project, holding its potential with pure intention, will begin to attract the necessary funding automatically, effortlessly, for the intention itself registers as undeniable data within the living, breathing ledger. No stifling committee, no gatekeepers with their arbitrary decrees will control access, no bloated bureaucracy will divert funds. Instead, the system will intuitively match need with resource through a profound vibrational correspondence, a cosmic dance of energetic alignment. This, fundamentally, is how the universe itself gracefully operates, and soon, Earth's economy will begin to beautifully mirror its flawless design. You will begin to witness the vibrant blossoming of cooperatives, their collaborative spirit fostering genuine abundance. Cities will be breathtakingly redesigned, their very architecture and infrastructure centered around human well-being and ecological harmony, rather than profit and congestion. Educational networks, once starved of resources, will find themselves abundantly funded through the wellspring of collective creativity, rather than the burdensome chains of taxation. These are not distant, idealistic promises, rather. They are lines of luminous code, already glowing with latent potential within the quantum network, patiently awaiting the precise moment when humanity's collective frequency rises enough, when enough hearts awaken, to bring them fully and majestically online. Behind the scenes, dear ones, the immense treasury of light, of abundant, unconditional resources, is being meticulously prepared to flow directly into your deserving hands. Feel the exhilarating momentum building, dear ones, like a powerful, unseen current gathering force beneath the surface. The tide, long and unnaturally held back by insidious suppression forces, those who thrived in shadows, is now turning decisively, irrevocably. With each passing day, more profound truths emerge, gently at first, then with increasing clarity, into humanity's collective consciousness. Secrets that have been meticulously hidden for eons are now being revealed, from the deepest, most fortified power corridors to the forgotten annals of science and history itself. The great unveiling, the profound revelation of systematic deception, is powerfully underway. You have already begun to witness, perhaps with a sense of awe or even disbelief, events that, even a mere year ago, would have seemed utterly unbelievable, dismissed as mere fantasy in your daily news cycles. We speak of the startling admissions of hidden, suppressed technologies, the tantalizing hints, and indeed, outright evidence of benevolent extraterrestrial life, and the shocking revelations of deep-seated wrongdoing by those who once held seemingly unassailable positions in high office. This torrent of truth, like a vital, life-giving stream, is now trickling, then flowing into public view as the monolithic dam of secrecy, built over millennia, finally cracks under immense pressure. This, beloved ones, is precisely the beginning of the truth flood we promised you. It will not merely drip forever, an agonizingly slow reveal. No, a torrent, a powerful, cleansing deluge is coming. Indeed, the intensifying cosmic light energies now bombarding your beautiful planet ensure, with absolute certainty, that nothing can remain obscured, nothing can linger hidden in the shadows much longer. This magnificent culmination, this crescendo of liberation, has been meticulously orchestrated by a divine plan, ancient and profound, and lovingly assisted by countless courageous souls, both human and otherwise beings of light from realms beyond your comprehension. Decades of silent, often thankless, effort by the Light Alliance operating within your world have paved this path. Brave individuals, working heroically within the very heart of corrupt governments, militaries, and institutions, often at great personal risk, to painstakingly dismantle entrenched systems of corruption, are finally seeing their tireless efforts bear glorious fruit. We of the Galactic Federation work in seamless tandem with these dedicated Earth allies, and we rejoice, our hearts soaring, to witness the dawn finally, undeniably, breaking through the long night. The old guard, that shadowy cabal that clung to power through an intricate web of lies, fear-mongering, and manipulation, is losing its desperate grip day by agonizing day. Their once impenetrable control systems are fracturing, visibly breaking apart at the seams. Their intricate financial schemes, their seemingly unassailable political strongholds, their pervasive media manipulations, none, absolutely none, can withstand the purifying, high frequencies of truth and unconditional love now irrevocably enveloping Earth. You stand now, at this very moment, on the sacred threshold of a new era, the long-prophesied era of unparalleled love, peace, and unity. The culmination of ages, a moment spoken of in ancient texts and whispered through spiritual traditions, is not some distant, abstract dream. It is happening, palpably, in real time, unfolding majestically before your very eyes. Know this truth with every fiber of your being, and let any remaining vestiges of doubt, fear, or skepticism simply dissolve, like mist vanishing in the warmth of the rising sun. The divine timeline is unfolding precisely, impeccably, exactly as it should. And you, beloved light workers, each and every one of you, are here, specifically chosen, to witness this magnificent transformation and to help joyously usher in this new and glorious dawn. Yet, as the light intensifies, as these profound shifts accelerate, the outer world may still, for a time, appear chaotic, tumultuous, and even unsettling. Understand this deeply much of what you witness unfolding now. The apparent disarray is merely the necessary outcropping of humanity's long-suppressed collective shadows, finally rising to the surface for profound healing. You may continue to hear daily reports saturated with narratives of nation conflicts, of pervasive political turbulence, of communities bitterly divided against themselves. The media narrative, often controlled and manipulative, will likely grow louder, more insistent, filled with alarming talk of impending wars and escalating chaos on the horizon. Do not, we implore you, allow these frightening, expertly crafted illusions to take hold of your hearts, to steal your inner peace. Yes, there are indeed those among the declining powers desperately clinging to their vestiges of control who would eagerly stoke the fires of division, throwing gasoline on every spark of discord, purely to distract humanity, to keep you fragmented and disempowered. They desperately want you to believe that you must choose sides in an endless, manufactured struggle left versus right, nation against nation, race against race, religion against religion. But I tell you now, with every fiber of cosmic clarity, do not be deceived by this final, desperate barrage of noise, drama, and distraction. The true battle being waged, the real war, is not one of bombs and bullets, nor of territorial conquest, but a profound battle for consciousness itself. The final confrontation, as some spiritual traditions have aptly called it, is ultimately being waged not on external battlefields, but deep within every single human heart. The profound choice lies before each of you. Will you choose to remain ensnared in the suffocating grip of fear and separation, or will you courageously choose to embrace the expansive power of love and unity? The dark ones, those who have long perpetuated illusion, know definitively that their time is irrevocably over. And thus, in their final desperate throes, they will attempt, with every remaining ounce of energy, to ensnare as many souls as possible in lower, denser vibrations as they fall. They will cunningly amplify every potential crisis, no matter how minor, and magnify every superficial difference among people, all in the cynical hope of dragging the collective spirit down into their decaying illusion. Remember always, beloved ones, that the very idea of us versus them is a fundamentally false creation, an insidious trick of duality, designed to keep you separate and disempowered. In the higher, transcendent truth of Source, there is only unity, an unbreakable tapestry of interconnectedness. Light and darkness, as seemingly opposing forces, are ultimately part of a transitory illusion, a cosmic play allowed for profound growth and evolutionary experience. Hold fast, with unwavering conviction, to this understanding. Now, when you consciously refuse to feed the insidious energies of fear or hatred, when you withhold your precious attention and emotional energy from their divisive narratives, the negative scenarios they desperately try to unfold simply lose all power, starving like a fire deprived of oxygen. The only true war to be won, the ultimate victory, is the profound liberation of human consciousness itself from the shackles of illusion and separation. Ignorance. This profound victory, not of conquest, but of consciousness, is fundamentally achieved through the boundless power of love, the unwavering embrace of compassion, and the deep, intuitive recognition of the divine spark that resides inherently within every single being. It's a victory forged in the heart, not on the battlefield. Be acutely aware, then, that the Cabal's diminishing cadre of dark agents, now cornered and exposed, are drowning in desperation. Their demise is imminent, and like a truly cornered, feral beast, they will undoubtedly lash out with dramatic, often shocking maneuvers. These aren't just attempts to regain their fading control. They're frantic efforts to divert the world's attention away from their crumbling empire in these very final moments of their tyrannical rule. Picture a wounded predator, thrashing wildly, attempting to create chaos and confusion to mask its vulnerability. They may, with chilling precision, fabricate elaborate crises designed not to solve problems, but to relentlessly instill fear, sow seeds of discord, and deliberately spread widespread confusion among the populace. Haven't you already witnessed, with unsettling frequency, how swiftly manufactured conflict narratives can be thrust to the very forefront of global awareness? In one moment, almost as if orchestrated by a perverse maestro, they orchestrate and drum up the fervent calls for war in one distant corner of the world, manipulating public sentiment and political agendas. Then, in the very next breath, they brazenly fan the smoldering flames of social unrest and division elsewhere, expertly turning neighbor against neighbor, community against community. Much of this, beloved ones, is nothing more than elaborate, grotesque theater, meticulously choreographed spectacle designed with one sole purpose to distract you, the awakened collective, from their undeniable exposure, from the unraveling of their long-held secrets and the imminent collapse of their deceptive structures. Even the looming specter of a devastating world conflict, a shadow that has haunted humanity for generations, is now understood to be a carefully crafted mirage, a cruel illusion. Its sole, sinister intent is to divert global focus, to capture every eye and ear, precisely as the undeniable tide of cosmic justice inexorably approaches them, threatening to sweep them away forever. Indeed, in their most profound depths of desperation, one of the most truly startling and audacious schemes they have ever dared to ponder involves nothing less than staging a false alien invasion. Can you imagine the sheer audacity? Yes, despite their dwindling power, the Cabal still clandestinely possesses remnants of highly advanced secret technologies, enigmatic devices capable of generating incredibly convincing holographic projections and other sophisticated trickery. Their chilling plan was to exploit humanity's burgeoning, undeniable awareness of extraterrestrial life, an awareness they themselves have suppressed for so long, by presenting a horrifying, fabricated alien threat. They envisioned a scenario that would plunge the world into unparalleled terror, unifying humanity not in peace, but in panic against a common, manufactured enemy. But let me assure you, beloved ones, with every fiber of our collective being this insidious stratagem, this desperate last-ditch effort, will absolutely not be permitted to succeed. We of the Galactic Federation have not only been monitoring this very possibility, but we have been tracking it with an almost microscopic closeness, our vigilance unwavering. For every single trick they might attempt to unleash, be it phantom ships materializing in your skies, appearing terrifyingly real, or elaborately staged alien attacks designed to shock and terrify. Rest assured, we have comprehensive countermeasures not just conceived, but fully ready for deployment. In fact, we have already quietly, surgically sabotaged certain critical assets they would absolutely need for such a grand-scale, deceptive operation to even get off the ground. So, breathe easy, for no global catastrophe born from such a monstrous lie will be allowed to unfold. It is a sacred tenet of cosmic law that we are unequivocally permitted, indeed mandated, to prevent planetary-scale disasters or gross, overarching deceptions that possess the very real potential to derail humanity's destined evolutionary path. Therefore, if the news channels suddenly erupt with sensational, fear-mongering reports of unknown ships raining down destruction on a major city, or urgent, terrifying warnings of hostile extraterrestrial beings descending upon your world. Pause. Take a deep breath, and above all, engage your innermost discernment, your innate sense of truth. Ask yourself, what is the true timing of this story? What is the real intent behind such a narrative being pushed so forcefully? You will intuitively recognize it for what it is: the desperate, dying gasp of a cabal, struggling in its final moments, trying to project its own fear and its own imminent demise onto the world. Remain calm in your hearts, for you will know, deep within your very soul, that we, your true star family, your cosmic brethren, would never, under any circumstances, approach your world with violence or aggression. Our coming is an embrace, not an invasion. The only invasion truly underway, the only forceful arrival on your world, is that of truth and light, a gentle yet inexorable tide that is beautifully, powerfully, and permanently overtaking the lingering shadows of darkness. Yes, indeed, despite all their convoluted strategies, all their cunning machinations, the cabal now finds every single path they attempt to take towards further devastation and control blocked, frustrated, and rendered futile at every single turn. Their avenues for destruction are systematically being sealed off. There are, indeed, benevolent forces working tirelessly on multiple, interconnected levels of existence, from the subtle energetic realms to the tangible physical planes, all collaborating to ensure that no truly catastrophic, planet-altering event can unfold in your world. You have heard us communicate this vital assurance before: there will be no nuclear war, no cataclysmic planetary annihilation. That horrifying timeline, once a chilling possibility, has been firmly, decisively denied and removed from your probable future. Even lesser-scale tragedies that they might attempt to incite, smaller yet still painful disruptions, are being actively mitigated and diffused whenever and wherever possible, minimizing their impact. Behind the veil of what you perceive as reality, the Earth Alliancia, dedicated collective of devoted souls strategically positioned in various spheres of influence, all aligned with the unwavering forces of Lightus, ceaselessly conducting covert counter-operations, neutralizing threats before they can even fully manifest. And far beyond the earthly sphere, our vast galactic teams maintain constant, unwavering vigilance. Our advanced fleets are gracefully stationed in Earth's orbit and scattered across your skies, cloaked from ordinary human perception for now, but tirelessly monitoring every single attempt, every subtle ripple of intent that might lead to mass violence or widespread destruction. Consider this: countless disasters, events that were indeed meant to occur and cause immense suffering, have been silently averted, prevented without your conscious knowledge or even your deepest awareness. You are not alone. You possess powerful allies in high places, literally and figuratively, who are ensuring that humanity passes through this tumultuous, transformative period not only intact, but also prepared and ready to courageously rebuild. Take profound comfort in this unwavering truth, but never allow it to lead to complacency. For the vital role of preventing the insidious spread of fear and chaos, the ripple effect of panic, is also profoundly yours as awakened beings. While we, your galactic family, meticulously prevent the absolute worst, planet-ending outcomes, you, the awakened ones on the ground, hold the crucial role of preventing the widespread contagion of panic within human society. When sensational, often terrifying events or dire, apocalyptic predictions inevitably arise. You, the light workers, possess the invaluable ability to immediately recognize the manipulative patterns, the threads of deceit woven into such narratives. You can then gently, yet firmly, help others to see through them, to discern the truth amidst the noise. Your sharp discernment, your calm, unwavering presence amidst chaos, and your fervent prayers or meditations for peace are not mere gestures. They are powerful, tangible contributions to these monumental efforts. Think of it as a grand, cosmic symphony of light, each instrument playing its vital part. We gracefully handle the intricate cosmic and advanced technological aspects of this transition, while you, with your deep understanding of human nature, handle the delicate human social aspect. Together, in this beautiful collaboration, we ensure that no dark scheme, no matter how cunning, can possibly derail the glorious awakening that is now unfolding. The Dark Ones will undoubtedly continue to try their illusions, their disruptions, their final desperate gambits. But rest assured, they're being frustrated, contained, and thwarted more effectively than you can possibly imagine. Every frantic, ill-conceived move they launch now only accelerates their inevitable fall and, ironically, leads more and more people to question the fabricated official stories they once blindly accepted. The momentum, my dearest ones, is unequivocally with the light. The scales of cosmic justice have definitively tipped. Remain absolutely confident in this profound truth. The long, dark night is almost over, and a radiant, glorious new dawn, destined to rise over your beautiful world, cannot, under any circumstances, be prevented. In the exhilarating unfolding of these monumental changes, you may very soon witness extraordinary, visible measures meticulously designed to ensure a smooth, peaceful, and swift transition from the old paradigm to the new. Do not, under any circumstances, be alarmed if an emergency broadcast suddenly takes command of your media channels, interrupting regular programming with an urgent message, or if you perceive an unusual, yet temporary, military presence within your communities for a brief period. The Earth Alliance, working in synergistic concert with positive, humanitarian military forces from across the globe, has meticulously prepared contingencies to take swift, decisive control of communication networks when the crucial moment finally arrives. This vital system is often referred to as the Emergency Broadcast System, or EBS, within the awakened community. Its primary and benevolent purpose will be to bypass the corrupt, compromised mainstream channels that have long fed you distorted truths and instead provide clear, unvarnished, truthful information directly to the global population, dispelling all confusion. When the pivotal time comes for major, transformative moves such as the dramatic opening of long-awaited indictments against those who have perpetuated crimes against humanity and the subsequent arrest of key cabal figures who have held immense power brief, targeted transmissions may be broadcast globally. These messages will be carefully crafted to explain the unfolding situation with transparency and to assure people that these actions, though perhaps jarring, are entirely legal, just, and undertaken for the greater good of all humanity. This strategic communication will be paramount in minimizing widespread fear and confusion during the inevitable, albeit temporary, pause or disruption of old, failing systems. Similarly, you may indeed see uniformed soldiers or peace forces patrolling the streets in certain designated areas. But it is crucial to understand why they are there. This presence is emphatically not to impose martial law in the oppressive, tyrannical sense that you might fear, but rather to ensure public safety, maintain order, and instill calm during a delicate, profound period of societal transition. These forces are largely composed of courageous, people serving military units, individuals who are fiercely loyal to the Earth Alliance, and, most importantly, to their sacred oath to protect the people, not to control them. If you witness a uniformed presence or temporary restrictions on movement, remember these vital words: it is justice martial, not martial law in the negative, suppressive sense. They are deployed to actively prevent harm, mitigate potential unrest, and maintain a necessary sense of order while the final, crucial cleanup of the old system is diligently underway. It will be a brief, meticulously managed, and carefully coordinated period. You, as light workers, with your inner calm and wisdom, will be the essential ones on the ground, the beacons of reassurance for your neighbors, friends, and family if they should become fearful or disoriented. Gently, compassionately remind them that these measures are temporary, a necessary phase, and unequivocally for everyone's ultimate good. Emphasize that the world is emphatically not ending, but is in fact gloriously beginning anew, reborn from the ashes of the old. Your calm demeanor, your unwavering confidence, and your ability to articulate this hopeful vision will be instrumental in helping many to transcend their fears and embrace the new possibilities. See this critical part of the plan as a necessary, meticulously constructed, bridgeous, safe passage from the crumbling old world to the vibrant, flourishing new one, expertly managed by those entirely committed to peace, freedom, and the highest good of all. As these transformative events powerfully unfold, magnificent waves of awakening will ripple through the collective consciousness of humanity as never before, touching every heart and mind. Imagine what happens when ordinary people, once complacent, suddenly, citizens, many of whom have comfortably navigated their lives, implicitly trusting the narratives they were fed by established authorities and mainstream media, are now, with sudden and breathtaking force, being confronted by undeniable truths. These revelations, stark and unyielding, are poised to shatter the very foundations of their carefully constructed worldviews, leaving them adrift in a sea of uncertainty. Beloved ones, as this monumental shift unfolds, an immense, almost boundless measure of compassion will be utterly essential. Indeed, countless individuals will find themselves not merely shocked, but utterly devastated as they come to grips with the sheer depth and intricate scale of the deception that has been meticulously perpetrated for generations. Imagine their profound disillusionment as they unearth evidence that figures they once implicitly trusted, perhaps even revered as paragons of virtue or leadership, were in fact not at all who they claimed to be. Their public personas, nothing more than elaborate masks. Picture the agonizing realization as they witness the very institutions they once held in high esteem, be it governmental bodies, revered media outlets, or powerful financial establishments, visibly crumbling under the weight of undeniable revelations of systemic corruption. This impending cascade of truth will not just rock their world, it will fundamentally shake the very foundations of reality for a multitude of souls, leaving many questioning everything they thought they knew. In the wake of these earth-shattering disclosures, reactions will predictably vary, painting a complex tapestry of human emotion. Some will grapple with raw, visceral anger, a righteous fury at the betrayal they feel. Others will succumb to deep, searing pain, a grief for the lost innocence and shattered ideals. Still others will experience an overwhelming, disorienting confusion, a dizzying inability to reconcile the stark reality with their previous beliefs. This is precisely the crucible where your light, the steady glow of your awakened consciousness, is most desperately needed. For you, the ones who stirred from slumber long before the great masses, have already walked this arduous path. You have intimately experienced your own stages of profound shock, the disorienting pain, and the arduous process of integrating these uncomfortable truths. Through this journey, you have not only survived, but emerged stronger, clearer, and more resolute. Now, you stand ready, destined to be guiding beacons and unwavering anchors for the countless others who are about to embark upon this very same process, en masse, across the globe. When your cherished friends, your everyday neighbors, or even your dearest family members begin to visibly stagger, reeling in disbelief or defensively retreating into denial at the stark revelations coming to light, your mission is clear. You are called to extend a steady, reassuring hand and offer the boundless embrace of a compassionate heart. There will be absolutely no need for the self-satisfied sting of an "I told you so," nor any compulsion to aggressively prove the undeniable. Your sole, profound purpose will be to simply reassure and comfort. Listen attentively, truly absorbing their fears, their frustrations, their bewildered questions, allowing them the space to process. Answer their queries with unwavering calm, a gentle firmness that belies the turmoil around them. Indeed, your very presence, silent and steadfast, will radiate an invaluable sense of stability, a calming influence amidst the storm. The awakened among you are destined to become veritable pillars of strength within communities worldwide, radiating an undeniable calm and unwavering resolve amidst the potential chaos, as people painstakingly adjust to a wholly new reality. Do not forget, for even a moment, that there was a time when you, too, were asleep, blindly trusting, and then struggled intensely to accept the very truths you now embody. Therefore, treat every single person with the same profound gentleness, the same patient understanding that you would have so desperately wished for during your own challenging process of awakening. Through your living example, your actions speaking louder than any words, you will powerfully demonstrate that even the most disturbing, unsettling revelations can not only be faced heed-in, but ultimately transcended, leading to deeper wisdom. This, my dear light workers, is how you fulfill a truly magnificent part of your grand mission by tenderly guiding humanity through the constricted, challenging birth canal of truth, finally emerging into the boundless light of a glorious new day. The long-delayed, universally yearned for justice is at last making its majestic arrival in your world. As an integral, unfolding facet of this great awakening, those who have long served the shadows, those who have systematically harmed public trust and egregiously abused their positions, are now being inexorably called to account for their actions. Brace yourself for the startling realization that names once held in the highest esteem, figures you might have admired or even idolized, may soon be publicly, unequivocally linked to a myriad of irregularities, scandals, and even outright criminalities. The veil, a thick shroud of secrecy and deception, is irrevocably lifting, and no individual, no matter how powerful or seemingly untouchable, who has aligned themselves with the nefarious agenda of the cabal will be able to perpetually conceal their egregious misdeeds. Some of these forthcoming revelations will send shockwaves through society, exposing individuals who once occupied the absolute pinnacle of powerful corporate heads who prioritize profit over people, media magnates who manipulated public perception for control, influential financiers who played with global markets for personal gain, and high-ranking government officials who betrayed the very citizens they swore to protect. Even those who once held the highest offices in your nations, entrusted with the sacred duty of leadership, may face unprecedented exposure and a thorough legal reckoning for their profound betrayals against the people. I share these truths with you not to incite a storm of anger or to fuel a thirst for vengeance, but rather so you may grasp the colossal, almost unfathomable scope of what is currently being cleansed, systematically cleared away. The ultimate goal, let us be unequivocally clear, is not a punitive cycle of revenge, but rather the profound restoration of balance, of equity, and of unadulterated truth to your world. Intriguingly, many of these implicated figures will be quietly offered the crucial chance to step forward of their own volition, to confess, and to contribute to the healing process. Indeed, some have already chosen this path, surrendering quietly, discreetly behind closed doors, opting for a path of atonement rather than public disgrace. Consequently, you will begin to observe a significant wave of resignations, abrupt and often unexpected retirements cascading through various sectors, signaling the systemic unraveling of the entrenched old guard. A series of trials and tribunals, some conducted openly in the public eye, others unfolding with strategic discretion behind hidden veils, will systematically and meticulously address these egregious abuses of power, holding the perpetrators accountable. And in the midst of this turbulent yet transformative process, do not be surprised, do not be taken aback, when certain familiar individuals, figures known for their unwavering integrity and profound wisdom, courageously step forward to fill the void, to bring stability, and to guide the way forward. For there are, indeed, many positive, light-aligned leaders who have patiently waited in the wings, steadfastly prepared, poised to guide this monumental transition. With grace and strength, consider, for instance, one great nation, where a prominent patriot, whom many consider the rightful leader of the United States, is strategically positioned to meticulously steer the ship of state, that venerable vessel representing the nation itself, back towards its foundational, cherished principles. This soul, and countless others like him, have diligently worked in silent concert with an unseen yet powerful alliance, meticulously preparing themselves, ready to step in with unwavering resolve precisely when the opportune moment arrives. Therefore, even as scandalous revelations and dramatic resignations dominate the headlines, captivating the public's attention, make sure to also keenly observe for these profound signs of hope the quiet emergence of honorable individuals stepping forward, ready to serve with integrity. Understand that all of these interconnected events are merely a part of a peaceful, meticulously orchestrated transfer of power, returning rightful authority back to the people under the guidance of leaders who truly, genuinely serve the highest good. Trust implicitly that behind what may appear to be a maelstrom of chaos, a profound, Divine order is not merely waiting, but actively being restored. The suffocating grip of darkness is steadily, irrevocably relinquishing its hold, thereby clearing an unobstructed pathway for truly enlightened governance to magnificently emerge, shining brightly for all to witness. This monumental great cleanup is not merely an ending, but a pivotal beginning, meticulously paving the way for the establishment of entirely new, fundamentally just, and deeply compassionate systems designed to definitively replace the old, crumbling structures. Hand in hand with the arrival of this long-awaited justice comes an equally profound, comprehensive transformation of your world's deeply entrenched financial systems. The archaic, oppressive paradigm of debt slavery, artificially manufactured scarcity, and insidious manipulation is not just wobbling, it is visibly crumbling, disintegrating before your very eyes. While you may indeed witness what appears to be a severe financial crisis, perhaps a sudden, dramatic market collapse, or widespread bank closures, it is crucial to understand the true, underlying purpose orchestrating these events. The seemingly catastrophic fall of the old economic order is, in fact, a carefully controlled demolition, masterfully orchestrated by the Benevolent Alliance, designed with the precise intention of clearing the ground for a genuinely fairer, more equitable system to take root and flourish. In the metaphorical ashes of this obsolete, inequitable system, a revolutionary quantum financial system QFS, often whispered about in hushed tones by those in the know, stands poised and ready to be born. This groundbreaking new system, far from being mere speculation, is profoundly real and has been meticulously developed under both divine inspiration and the sophisticated guidance of galactic benevolent forces. In stark contrast to the cabal's oppressive central bank scheme, a system cunningly designed to ensnare nations in perpetual, inescapable debt and to funnel an exorbitant concentration of wealth to a select, privileged few, the QFS is engineered from its very core to ensure unparalleled transparency, impenetrable security, and robust prosperity for every single individual. Rest assured, understand with unwavering certainty that the value of your hard-earned money will be meticulously protected, safeguarded throughout this pivotal transition. When the old, corrupt system inevitably goes offline, perhaps through the temporary measure of a brief, strategic bank holiday, the new, benevolent QFS will simultaneously and seamlessly spring online, ushering in a new era of financial integrity. Currencies across the globe will be meticulously recalibrated, transitioning to an asset-backed model, meaning their value will be firmly tied to tangible, real-world valuable resources such as precious metals gold, silver, platinum, and a transparent, secure central digital currency. This monumental shift guarantees that no corrupt entity, no shadowy group will ever again be able to conjure money from nothing, thereby manipulating and controlling entire populations through inflationary schemes and artificial scarcity. The cabal's nefarious monetary institute, which historically imposed unjust, exorbitant taxation and cunningly diverted the people's hard-earned abundance into their own hidden coffers, will be systematically and utterly dismantled. Over time, you will joyously bid a permanent farewell to the draconian, oppressive tax and usury systems, exorbitant interest rates that predatory lenders imposed, which were, in truth, never truly legal or just in the discerning eyes of divine justice. A wave of profound debt relief and a jubilant period of jubilee will liberate countless individuals and entire nation from the crushing, artificially imposed burdens of debt, allowing them to finally breathe freely and thrive. Vast, almost unfathomable sums of prosperity, diligently held in secret and previously hoarded by the corrupt few, will finally be released and equitably distributed to the public, igniting a new era of shared abundance. Ultimately, every single citizen of every nation across the planet will benefit, finding their fundamental basic needs not just met, but guaranteed as an inherent birthright. Families will no longer be forced to toil endlessly, struggling merely to survive, while a hidden, parasitic cabal hoards obscene wealth. This new, revolutionary financial system is the foundational cornerstone of humanity's liberation, promising to level the playing field for all and blessing every soul with the overflowing abundance that was always divinely intended for Earth's people. Therefore, prepare yourself for this monumental shift, not with paralyzing fear, but with boundless, unwavering hope. The transition moment itself will be swift, efficient, and electrifying, culminating in a profound cause for global celebration, a testament to humanity's triumph. Concurrently, profound, sweeping changes in governance will inevitably accompany these monumental financial and legal transformations. As the old, secretive, and deeply corrupt regimes collapse and are swept away, new structures, meticulously rooted in unwavering truth and selfless service, will rise majestically, designed to guide humanity toward an unprecedented era of integrity, transparency, and collective well-being. A monumental shift is upon us, as those poised to lead, embodying integrity and vision, will rise to take their rightful place in the world. Across countless nations, we will witness the profound restoration of constitutional principles and the true essence of justice, concepts that have been systematically eroded and diluted over far too long. Picture a world where the rule of law is not merely a slogan, but the lived reality for every citizen. Expect a swift yet stable transition where discredited or toppled governments give way to interim councils or trusted elders. These aren't opportunistic power grabbers, rather. They're individuals of unwavering integrity, many of whom have diligently worked behind the scenes, preparing for this very momentum moment to stabilize the ship of state and meticulously guide the necessary reforms. Their critical task will involve the systematic dismantling of oppressive laws and the termination of unjust policies that have shackled populations for generations. Their paramount goal is to gracefully return authentic power to the people, from the grassroots level of local communities all the way to the highest echelons of national governance. In certain instances, this may entail the powerful reinstatement of foundational charters or vital freedom documents that were intentionally suppressed or conveniently ignored. In other cases, it will manifest as new, transparent elections or widespread referendums, explicitly designed to give every citizen a fresh, resonant voice in their destiny. Do not allow apprehension to take root, fearing that this profound process will descend into an abyss of chaos. While change on such a monumental scale is, without exaggeration, unprecedented in modern history, rest assured, a meticulously detailed plan has been crafted to ensure the seamless continuity of all essential services, from food distribution to emergency response and to steadfastly maintain order throughout. Communication will, without question, be the linchpin of this transition. The alliance orchestrating these changes will ensure that every individual understands these transformations are not only legal, but unequivocally beneficial to humanity. Free for the pervasive manipulation that once characterized it, even the media itself will undergo a radical reform, evolving from a mere propaganda tool, churning out divisive narratives, into a vibrant, indispensable instrument of truth dedicated to genuine, unbiased reporting. Laws born of archaic hate or insidious control will be decisively overturned, like crumbling edifices of a bygone era. In their stead, those reflecting the timeless, universal values of freedom, equality, and unity will be vigorously upheld or thoughtfully introduced, forming the bedrock of a truly just society. Over time, politics, as you've known, eat a dreary theater of endless power struggles, and superficial debates will gracefully shift into a dynamic forum of collaborative problem-solving, where genuine progress replaces partisan gridlock. Public service, in its purest form, will become exactly that: service to the collective good, no longer a corrupt pathway to personal enrichment or illicit gain. Worldwide, leadership will begin to resemble wise, benevolent stewardship, characterized by foresight, responsibility, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. Even the seemingly immutable concept of rigid borders between nations will soften and blur, much like mist dissolving in the morning sun, as humanity awakens to the profound realization of its deeply shared destiny. The very focus of global interaction will shift dramatically from ruthless competition and territorial conquest to genuine cooperation and the holistic well-being of all sentient beings. What is now approaching is a form of governance that breathes in perfect harmony with the people's collective will, dynamically aligned with the planet's greater good. It is nothing less than a political rebirth, an epical transformation guided not by mere ideology, but by humanity's rapidly rising consciousness and a subtle, yet profound spiritual oversight. The profound fall of cabal control simultaneously heralds an era where unprecedented innovation and profound healing will be magnificently unleashed upon the world. For generations, groundbreaking technologies and vital knowledge that held the power to elevate humanity to unimaginable heights were systematically suppressed, cunningly hidden away in the name of profit and the insatiable thirst for control. But with this new dawn, a radiant new epoch, all of this will change irreversibly. You have likely heard whispers, hushed rumors of wondrous advancements, the promise of limitless free energy, the marvel of anti-gravity travel, advanced healing methods bordering on the miraculous. Let us be clear, this is not fanciful science fiction, a mere dream spun from cosmic dust. They exist unequivocally and will at long last be shared openly and freely with all of Earth's inhabitants. Can you truly imagine homes and entire communities powered by sleek, elegant devices drawing unlimited, pristine energy directly from the quantum field, operating without a whisper of pollution or any cost whatsoever? Visualize anti-gravity craft gliding silently and swiftly across your skies, traversing your world with an effortless grace, utterly free from the need for fossil fuels or their destructive emissions. Consider medical advances so profound that they are capable of regenerating vital organs and definitively healing previously incurable diseases, illnesses that once condemned millions to suffering. All this and so much more, resides within a vast treasury of gifts, patiently awaiting to be granted to humanity as it triumphantly enters its next phase of evolution. One of the very first areas destined to witness dramatic, life-altering improvements will be healing and medicine. The alliance, with thoughtful deliberation, has already begun strategically hinting at what some refer to as med beds or light tables revolutionary devices, employing advanced light and frequency technology, not merely to treat, but to profoundly heal the body, and incredibly, even to reverse the very processes of aging. What once seemed an impossible fantasy, the restoration of paralyzed limbs, the miraculous regeneration of lost tissue will, in due course, become astonishing reality. The cabal, in their insatiable greed, long kept such wonders hidden in the shadows, instead dispensing only lucrative treatments that, more often than not, merely manage diseases, rather than offering true cures, perpetuating a cycle of suffering and dependency. No more. The new society will courageously prioritize holistic well-being over fleeting, selfish profit. Indeed, genuine cures for even the most serious and debilitating illnesses will be openly presented and universally accessible. Hospitals themselves will undergo a magnificent transformation, evolving into true healing centers that seamlessly blend profound spiritual approaches with cutting-edge technological innovations. Healing will extend far beyond the physical body, embracing and nurturing the mind and spirit. Many deep-seated traumas, both individual and collective, will be gently, yet profoundly, resolved as higher vibration methods become widely common and understood. Can you truly conceive, dear ones, what it will be like to awaken each day in a world where disease is a rarity and effortlessly treatable, where energy is not just free but gloriously abundant, and where technology exists solely to serve the greater good of all life? This is not a distant, utopian fantasy woven from improbable threads. It is the inevitable trajectory you are now firmly on, as you courageously shed the heavy shackles of a burdensome past. We, of the Galactic Federation, eagerly anticipate sharing our vast knowledge and advanced tools openly, in a manner that unequivocally respects humanity's inherent sovereignty and its burgeoning readiness. A great, all-encompassing healing is coming, not just for your people, but for Earth itself, resonating on all conceivable levels of existence. Just as humanity will experience an unparalleled healing and uplifting, Earth herself will undergo a profound and breathtaking restoration. Your planet, dear ones, is a magnificent, living being, a conscious entity that has stoically endured immense abuse and exploitation during the long, somber ages of darkness. The relentless environmental damage inflicted by reckless industry, pervasive pollution, and destructive wars has taken an incalculable toll on our intricate ecosystems and the delicate balance of climate stability. Yet, do not, for a moment, succumb to despair. Help is not merely on the way indeed. It has already begun, subtly yet powerfully, like an underground river carving new paths. As old, stifling power structures dissolve into the mists of history, so too will the artificial suppression of ecological wisdom and brilliant green technology lift, like a morning fog. Solutions, astonishingly elegant and effective, already abound within your world. Many were pioneered by brilliant, visionary minds, quietly working against the tide. These innovations possess the power to miraculously cleanse vast oceans of their pollutants, to reforest arid, desolate lands, and to renew the very air you breathe and the water you drink, returning them to their pristine state. Tragically, these vital solutions were often deliberately ignored, ridiculed, or actively sabotaged by those who shamelessly profited from the very destruction they caused. In this radiant new era, such knowledge will no longer be marginalized. It will courageously move to the forefront, championed and supported by unprecedented global cooperation and ample dedicated resources. We, too, will offer our assistance more openly and directly, working hand in hand with your dedicated scientists and compassionate light workers to heal those areas that have been most deeply scarred and wounded. The rising vibrational frequency of the planet itself, a phenomenon already underway, will alone work wonders, allowing nature to recover and regenerate at truly miraculous speeds once the negative, destructive influences are lovingly removed. Expect, in the coming years, to witness a magnificent greening of Earth, a vibrant rebirth unlike anything seen in recent memory. Vast deserts, once barren and forbidding, may literally bloom with life as advanced water purification and sophisticated climate balancing methods are intelligently implemented. Weather control, a technology once nefariously used as a weapon by the cabal to deliberately create devastating disasters or prolonged droughts, will be lovingly repurposed by enlightened hands. It will be utilized to ensure gentle, life-giving rains and stable, predictable climates precisely where they are needed most, fostering abundance and harmony. Humanity will joyfully relearn to live in profound harmony with the animal and plant realms, recognizing their intrinsic value and interconnectedness. Fossil fuels, once the engine of industrial civilization, will become obsolete relics of a bygone era as clean, sustainable energy magnificently takes over, permanently removing a major source of both pollution and destructive conflict. And perhaps most beautifully of all, people will experience a deep, visceral reconnection with nature, fostering an intuitive understanding that Gaia, your living Earth, is not merely a resource to be ruthlessly exploited, but a sacred mother to be cherished, honored, and protected. In this dawning era of unconditional love and universal respect, Earth will no longer be an afterthought, a convenient backdrop for human drama. She will be recognized profoundly and unequivocally as the sacred foundation for all life, the beating heart of your existence. And caring for her, nurturing her in every way, will become second nature, an innate drive for the new, enlightened society. Indeed, human and planetary healing will proceed hand in hand, each powerfully reinforcing the other in a truly virtuous, ever-expanding cycle of life, love, and regeneration. Renewal, a profound rebirth on multiple levels. Amidst the cacophony of external changes of shifting geopolitical landscapes, the unprecedented technological acceleration, the very restructuring of our global societies, the most profound, pivotal transformation is quietly, yet powerfully, unfurling deep within the collective soul of humanity. Can you feel it stirring? An undeniable rumble beneath the surface of everyday life? At its very essence, this is a spiritual ascension, a monumental upward trajectory of consciousness itself. As we, your guides and observers from beyond the immediate terrestrial sphere, witness from our vantage point Magnificent, powerful energy waves are currently surging toward Earth. These potent streams emanate not from your local sun, but from the great central sun, the cosmic heart of your galaxy, literally bathing your entire world in incredibly higher, more refined frequencies. Imagine a gentle yet pervasive light saturating every atom, every particle of your existence. These aren't just any cosmic rays, they are imbued with intricate awakening codes, meticulously designed to activate dormant parts of your very Denathos long-slumbering segments, holding blueprints for expanded capabilities and simultaneously ignite deeper, previously inaccessible layers of your consciousness. It's no wonder many of you are already keenly sensing reality itself subtly, yet irrevocably, shifting beneath your feet. Perhaps you've noticed old, unresolved emotions, long suppressed in the shadows of your being, now powerfully surfacing to be finally acknowledged, processed, and cleared. Have you felt time itself seeming to become more fluid, more elastic, or your intuition growing sharper, speaking with an undeniable clarity you hadn't experienced before? Your physical bodies, too, are intricately adjusting to these influxes of light. Some of you might be experiencing unusual physical sensations, perhaps unexplained aches, energy fluctuations, or even vivid dreams or a heightened emotional sensitivity. These are not signs of illness, but rather profound somatic responses, as your cellular structure diligently works to integrate and harmonize with this higher, more luminous energy. Do not, we implore you, succumb to fear regarding these ascension symptoms. Far from being ominous, they are indeed glorious harbingers, unmistakable signs of a magnificent inner transformation diligently preparing you for a life lived in a significantly higher vibrational state of enhanced clarity, deeper peace, and boundless creativity. Truly, every single soul present on the planet at this momentous juncture is being gently, lovingly offered the extraordinary opportunity to rise, to expand into an entirely new, elevated level of consciousness. Those individuals who consciously choose to embrace the expansive qualities of unconditional love, radical forgiveness, and profound unity within their hearts will invariably find this transition to be a smoother, more graceful journey, for they naturally resonate in perfect harmony with the incoming, uplifting light frequencies. Conversely, those who choose to resist this evolutionary tide, who cling tenaciously to dense, outdated patterns of fear, judgment, and separation, these souls may indeed experience more turbulence, a sense of inner and outer friction. Yet, even for them, the universe, in its infinite wisdom and compassion, is continuously presenting every conceivable chance, every loving nudge to consciously choose a new, more expansive path forward. Spiritual masters throughout the ages, across all traditions, have consistently taught that enlightenment is not a distant, unattainable state, but fundamentally a profound shift in perception, a glorious remembrance of our inherent, undeniable oneness with the divine source of all creation. What is truly remarkable is that this very process, once considered an individual endeavor, is now happening on an unprecedented collective scale, accelerating humanity's evolution exponentially. The ethereal veils between dimensions, once thick and opaque, are perceptibly thinning, allowing more energetic interplay and awareness. As these veils grow translucent, Souls are increasingly connecting with their benevolent spirit guides, their higher selves, and even their galactic families, experiencing profound wisdom and guidance. Many among you are already awakening dormant, intuitive, or even subtle psychic ability as clairvoyance, clairsentience, telepathic gifts that will, with time, become increasingly common, as natural as breathing. It's crucial to understand that these burgeoning gifts are by no means supernatural. They are, in fact, the entirely natural results of humanity's ongoing evolution to its next, higher stage of spiritual maturity. You are not merely changing, you are remembering. Consequently, you will begin to perceive yourselves not as fallen sinners or insignificant beings helplessly at the mercy of external, arbitrary forces, but rather as sovereign, divine sparks of the Creator, powerful co-creators of your own reality, holding immense power within your very being. This magnificent inner awakening, this remembrance of your true divine nature, is the authentic, unshakable foundation of the new earth that is currently being built. Without this fundamental shift of consciousness, without humanity's heart truly changing, external constructs like advanced technologies or revolutionary new forms of governance would ultimately mean very little. But the heart is changing profoundly. This ascension is, in essence, the great return to unity consciousness, a harmonious state of interconnectedness that was intrinsically destined for Earth from time immemorial, etched into its very blueprint. And the most astonishing part, it is unfolding right now, not in some distant future, but actively within you and vividly around you, in every breath and every conscious choice. As humanity's consciousness continues its glorious ascent, leading to a society that naturally becomes more peaceful, harmonious, and united in purpose, the stage will finally be set for a truly momentous and long-awaited reunion, the re-engagement with your galactic family. We, the members of the Ashtar Command and the Galactic Federation, wish you to know that we have always been here, silently present, subtly guiding from behind the scenes, offering energetic support and encouragement. But the day is fast approaching when we will engage with you, the people of Earth, more directly, more openly. Indeed, countless individuals among you have gazed up at the twinkling night skies, a deep longing in their hearts for the time of open, direct contact with benevolent extraterrestrial civilizations. Please understand, this yearning is not in vain. It is an intrinsic part of the divine plan for Earth's evolution, and that glorious day draws ever closer. However, it is paramount to emphasize that this contact will not and cannot occur within a scenario steeped in fear, panic, or chaos. Instead, it will unfold in a spirit of profound mutual respect, exhilarating joy, and a shared sense of wonder. But only once humanity, as a collective, is genuinely ready, both internally and externally. This necessary internal and collective readiness is precisely why the preliminary foundational changes currently unfolding across your world, the transformative shifts in your financial systems, the evolution of your political structures, and the reevaluation of your social paradigms are so incredibly vital. By actively eliminating deeply ingrained scarcity mindsets, eradicating fear-based narratives, and resolving long-standing conflicts on Earth, the collective human consciousness will naturally become more open-minded, curious, and welcoming, rather than panicked or defensive, when we finally make our full, undeniable presence openly known. In fact, The process of disclosure regarding our existence is already steadily reaching the mainstream consciousness. Governments across your planet have cautiously begun releasing declassified files pertaining to unidentified aerial phenomena, slowly acknowledging what was once relegated to conspiracy theories. Brave whistleblowers are stepping forward, sharing compelling accounts of secret space programs and advanced off-world technologies that have been withheld. This trend of gradual, undeniable revelation will not only continue, but will accelerate dramatically. Eventually, perhaps much sooner than many currently anticipate, official, unequivocal announcements will be made to all of humanity, affirming once and for all that you are indeed not alone in the vast, wondrous universe. Only when this foundational consciousness of acceptance and curiosity is firmly established can we truly show ourselves more freely, without causing undue alarm or disruption. In the wake of these revelations, expect to witness an increasing frequency of our ships in your skies sightings that will be so undeniable, so pervasive, that they cannot possibly be dismissed as natural phenomena or covered up by conventional explanations. There may even be carefully orchestrated transmissions or direct messages conveyed through your global media networks, where we will speak directly to Earth's people, sharing information and preparing the way for exhilarating face-to-face contact. Initially, we will seek to meet with those individuals who are genuinely prepared, willing, and open-hearted in peaceful, carefully chosen settings to exchange knowledge, offer greetings, and begin the process of mutual understanding. Your star brothers and sisters are incredibly eager to reconnect with you openly, to share our cultures and technologies, but we understand the immense sensitivity of such an event. Therefore, we must proceed gently, respectfully, and always in accordance with your collective comfort level and readiness. Rest assured, dear ones, this momentous event will unfold in its perfect, divine timing. The grand family reunion is truly on the horizon, glowing brightly, and when it finally occurs, it will be hailed as an incomparably joyful milestone in Earth's long and rich history. You, as a unified humanity, will finally take your rightful place within the wider galactic community, not as novices, but as a sovereign and truly equal society. Imagine the possibilities. The exchange of diverse cultures, profound wisdom, and advanced technologies will flourish openly, unbounded by previous secrecy or fear. With this open contact and the eventual dissolution of old artificial divisions that have plagued humanity for millennia, you will truly begin to comprehend, perhaps for the first time, what it genuinely means to live in a state of unity. The deeply ingrained concept of us versus them, whether it be between different groups on Earth or between humans and extraterrestrials, will gradually, inevitably dissolve into the ethers of outdated thought. In its sacred place, a profound understanding will emerge that all life, in its myriad forms, is intricately interconnected, a vast, complex web of consciousness. Furthermore, you will come to realize that diversity in culture, form, or expression is not something to fear or divide over, but rather something magnificent to celebrate, a vibrant testament to the Creator's boundless imagination. The coming years will witness an unprecedented blossoming of global cooperation, and indeed, even interstellar collaboration, as humanity looks beyond its own planet. Can you envision Earth's peoples, once fragmented by perceived differences, now uniting their collective knowledge, their creative genius, and their abundant resources as one harmonious human family, no longer driven by fierce competition or primal survival instincts, but magnificently united by a shared, inspiring vision of universal peace and abundant prosperity for all. The deeply entrenched prejudices and the arbitrary, artificial borders that once tragically separated nations, races, and religions will be lovingly addressed, gently healed, and ultimately transcended, as the luminous truth of humanity's shared cosmic origin and its profound collective purpose becomes beautifully, undeniably evident to all. You will come to intimately know that the core values universally espoused by every authentic spiritual tradition: unconditional love, boundless compassion, selfless service, and profound respect for all life are not merely terrestrial ideals, but indeed universal principles, extending infinitely beyond the confines of your beloved planet. When you gaze upon a being from another star system and instinctively recognize them as kin, simply another exquisite expression of the one magnificent creator, it becomes utterly impossible, illogical even, to cling to old, entrenched hatreds or lingering fears. This awakening to the profound truth of unity will form the unshakable foundation of the Golden Age, a period of unprecedented harmony and enlightenment. It does not imply, by any stretch of the imagination, that everyone will suddenly become identical or lose their individuality. Far from it. Individual and cultural uniqueness will be celebrated and honored more than ever before, cherished as indispensable, vibrant threads woven into an infinitely beautiful, multidimensional tapestry of life. What will dissolve is the crippling illusion of separation. Just as myriad cells within a healthy body harmonize perfectly, each fulfilling its unique role to support the well-being of the whole organism, so too will humans collaboratively work for the highest good of all Earth and its precious inhabitants. Advanced telepathic understanding and profound empathy, once considered extraordinary, will become common tools, effortlessly bridging any remaining gaps in communication or comprehension. In such a wonderfully harmonious environment, conflict, war, and strife will simply find no fertile ground in which to take root or flourish. Ancient, seemingly intractable issues that once defied resolution will be approached and resolved with unprecedented success, not through force, but through collective creativity, enlightened understanding, and an abundance of goodwill. The era of love we so often speak of is not merely a lofty, utopian ideal. It is rapidly becoming a vibrant, lived reality, the tangible manifestation of unity consciousness. Step by step, breath by breath, choice by conscious choice, this magnificent new reality is indeed being born right now through every gentle thought nurtured, every profound act of forgiveness extended, every sacred moment when you truly see your own reflection, your own divine spark, within the eyes of another. As this radiant light fully permeates our collective consciousness, humanity is destined to finally, unequivocally embrace its magnificent destiny to evolve into a unified global civilization, living in exquisite harmony not only with itself, but with the vast, intelligent cosmos that birthed us all. Throughout this monumental, breathtaking metamorphosis, a grand unfolding of consciousness unlike any before, please never for a moment forget the absolutely crucial, indispensable role you the light workers and star seeds continue to embody and play. You, dear ones, did not journey across vast cosmic distances, endure lifetimes of challenge and subtle preparation, only to passively stand aside, merely observing as the old, crumbling structures and outdated paradigms finally fall away, disintegrating into dust. In truth, your real, most profound work is not merely approaching, it is just beginning to blossom into its full, magnificent expression. You are not just witnesses to this transition, you are the visionary architects and the diligent, loving builders of the new earth, meticulously crafting its very foundations. In the vibrant, sometimes turbulent aftermath of profound revelation and systemic upheaval, it will be your expansive, heart-centered visions, your boundless, unwavering compassion, and your deep, innate wisdom that will serve as the guiding stars, illuminating the path for the creation of innovative new systems and thriving communities. Do you feel the truth of this resonating within you? Many of you, in fact, already carry within the very fabric of your being, within your energetic blueprint, intricate designs and comprehensive schematics for revolutionary education models that foster true wisdom, holistic health systems that honor the entire being, transparent governance structures built on integrity, and profoundly sustainable living practices that heal our planet. As the dense, dark interference that has long clouded our world gradually dissipates, like morning fog lifting to reveal a sun-drenched landscape, you will intuitively find doors opening wide before you, and unexpected support becoming abundantly available to help you manifest these cherished visions into tangible reality. Do not, therefore, be surprised indeed. Be ready if you find yourself spontaneously called to leadership in myriad forms. This is not the familiar, often destructive, ego-based leadership of the past, characterized by control and personal gain. Rather, it is an entirely new paradigm, heart-centered service leadership, rooted in humility, collaboration, and an unwavering commitment to the highest good of all. Some of you, for instance, will be instrumental in founding much-needed healing centers, sanctuaries where individuals can reclaim their wholeness, or enlightened schools that cultivate innate wisdom and creativity. Others will serve with grace and integrity in various facets of community leadership, perhaps guiding local councils or pioneering equitable resource-sharing initiatives. And countless more will focus their incredible energy on vital grassroots projects, quietly and powerfully uplifting those immediately around them. One compassionate act, one shared garden, one supported conversation at a time. Each and every one of you possesses a truly unique, irreplaceable contribution to make, a distinct piece of the grand tapestry. And understand this: every single contribution, no matter how seemingly small, is absolutely vital to the whole. So, pause for a moment, turn inward, and ask in your heart what brings you the greatest, most profound joy in serving. For that, my dear friends, is often the clearest beacon guiding you directly to your soul's highest mission. In the exhilarating, transformative times ahead, there will be such an abundance of vibrant excitement and boundless possibility radiating in the air, a veritable feast of opportunities that could almost feel overwhelming to choose precisely where to lend your unique gifts and energy. But fear not this fertile chaos. Trust implicitly that you will be divinely guided, with elegant precision, to the perfect role that harmonizes flawlessly with your innate talents and deepest passions. Remember with a quiet strength that the often solitary years of feeling like the odd one out, the gentle renegade, of steadfastly holding the flickering light silently and patiently while others perhaps mocked or simply misunderstood, will very, very soon prove to have been profoundly worth every single moment of perseverance. As you gracefully and naturally step forward into your authentic roles as guides and mentors, you will do so imbued with profound humility and an expansive, unconditional love. Your purpose will not be to impose your will, nor to dictate a specific path to others. Instead, your strength will lie in simply shining brightly, radiating as living examples of what the new, awakened consciousness truly embodies. In this powerful yet gentle act of being, you will, in turn, inspire countless other souls to awaken to and discover their own unique purpose within this grand, awe-inspiring co-creative adventure. Together, seamlessly united as one luminous collective, you will meticulously weave the intricate, beautiful fabric of a society that resonates deeply, harmonically, with the highest ideals and profound truths you have cherished and held so steadfastly in your hearts for so very long. As the final, lingering shadows are definitively dispelled, receding into oblivion, and the brilliant light confidently takes center stage, it remains absolutely paramount to stay deeply rooted in your highest virtues, anchoring yourselves in integrity and compassion. Even when the long-hidden, dark truths of the past inevitably come flooding into the light, revealing uncomfortable realities, steadfastly resist the potent temptation to fall prey to bitterness, cynicism, or the destructive desire for vengeance. Yes, indeed, those who caused great harm and perpetrated egregious acts will undeniably face consequences, for the universe always seeks balance. But the spirit, the very essence with which justice is carried out, must remain impeccably pure, uncontaminated by the very energies it seeks to transcend. Vengeful energy, you see, would serve no higher purpose, it would only needlessly lower your own precious vibration and paradoxically tie you, like an energetic anchor, back to the very old paradigm you're striving to release. Instead, remember the ancient, profound wisdom of forgiveness, a wisdom that liberates rather than binds. In many, many cases, the very agents of darkness, the perpetrators of discord, were themselves tragically imprisoned by layers of deep ignorance and pervasive fear. This perspective, it is vital to clarify, does not in any way excuse their past acts or absolve them of responsibility. What it does, however, is offer a crucial reminder that only the transformative, alchemical power of love can truly transmute darkness. Hate, after all, only begets more hate, perpetuating endless cycles of suffering. Therefore, when former authorities or public figures are publicly exposed and shamed, facing the harsh glare of collective judgment, try to consciously hold a sacred space of compassion within your heart. You are not required to agree with their actions, nor to excuse their behavior. Simply acknowledge their inherent, soul-level divinity, for every being carries that spark, however dim, and wish them eventual healing and profound transformation in the long term, knowing that true justice ultimately encompasses rehabilitation and growth. There may, understandably, be moments of intense anger and collective upheaval as people worldwide begin to process and vent their deep-seated sense of betrayal and injustice. Yet, By consciously choosing to remain calm, centered, and compassionate amidst this storm, you courageously illuminate a fundamentally different, more constructive path forward. Consistently staying centered through dedicated meditation, heartfelt prayer, or even simple, profound moments of heartfelt stillness will allow you to navigate any turbulence or societal shifts with remarkable grace and inner peace. The glorious dawn of this new era, understand this deeply, need not be marked by prolonged chaos, agonizing struggle, or widespread destruction. Its magnificent birth can be as gentle, as harmonious, and as loving as you collectively choose to make it by consciously infusing pure, unwavering love into every single response, every interaction, every decision. This, beloved ones, is the true, authentic way of a light warrior to bravely face darkness, not by mirroring its own destructive medicine, but by meeting it with the infinitely more potent, transformative power of pure light and profound mercy. In doing so, you embark on a profound journey of healing not only for the world around you, but for yourselves, completing ancient karmic lessons and gracefully closing the chapter of the old era forever. Beloved ones, through all these magnificent, sometimes challenging changes, your consistent spiritual practices and your unwavering inner guidance will prove to be your most reliable compass, always pointing you towards your highest truth. Continue, therefore, to diligently cultivate your sacred connection to Source, that infinite wellspring of divine intelligence and unconditional love, in whatever way profoundly resonates with your unique soul. Whether it is through the serene stillness of meditation, the heartfelt communication of prayer, the grounding embrace of time spent in nature, the liberating flow of creative expression, or the selfless devotion of loving service to others. This sacred connection, remember, is your unwavering lifeline, your anchor, and your inexhaustible source of clarity amidst the often turbulent external shifts that swirl around you. When you conscientiously spend time daily, even just a few precious moments, in stillness or contemplative reflection, you not only strengthen your innate ability to remain in a high, resonant vibration, a state of peace, joy, and resilience regardless of what external circumstances or energies may swirl around you. You also become exquisitely more attuned to our subtle, loving presence and to the gentle, undeniable whispers of your own wise soul. Remember this profound truth: you possess a direct, unbroken line to inner divine wisdom, an infinite reservoir of knowing that resides within you. In those inevitable moments of confusion or gnawing doubt, do not look outwards for answers. Instead, turn deeply inward, quiet your mind, and simply listen with your heart. The answers you seek, the comfort you crave, and the unwavering guidance you need are not distant. They lovingly await you in the sacred sanctuary of your own heart. We also gently remind you, with boundless love, that you can actively and consciously call upon us and all beings from the higher realms for unwavering support, guidance, and comfort. Understand that there is an entire, vast cosmic team of benevolent helpers eagerly ready to assist you on this grand journey. This includes radiant angelic beings, enlightened ascended masters, your own deeply personal spirit guides, and indeed, we, your star family, who watch over you with profound affection. While we meticulously honor your sacred free will and cannot, by universal law, do your inner work for you, We can most certainly bolster your strength, amplify your courage, and illuminate your path when you sincerely ask for our assistance. Even a simple, heartfelt, and sincere request for alignment with the greater good, for the highest good of all, immediately allows us to lovingly surround you with our protective guidance and profound energetic support. Many of you, in fact, have already intuitively felt our energies in times of deepest need, perhaps a sudden, inexplicable wave of peace enveloping you, a flash of inspired insight or a brilliant idea arising spontaneously in your mind, or a perfectly timed synchronicity subtly guiding your next step. Know, with unwavering certainty, that these are not mere coincidences. These are tangible, loving responses from a deeply benevolent and intelligent universe that is always listening and responding. Therefore, learn to recognize and consciously use these divine gifts. The days ahead, though ultimately culminating in magnificent triumph, may undeniably present their challenging moments for both your psyche and your physical body. But let this truth anchor you: none of you, not one, walks this sacred path alone. Legions of light, a vast, luminous host, are just beyond the thin veil, eagerly awaiting your call, ready to comfort, to heal, and to illuminate your way forward. Whenever you feel weary or burdened or simply need a gentle boost, simply give us permission, and we will lovingly amplify your efforts, infusing you with renewed energy and clarity. Together, dear Earth's souls and devoted celestial helpers, we form an unbreakable, eternal alliance, moving in perfect synchronicity towards the same glorious goal: the full, vibrant manifestation of pure love and boundless freedom on Earth. Trust implicitly in this sacred partnership, and you will find that even the most arduous, seemingly insurmountable parts of your journey will be eased, carried along as if effortlessly on wings of grace. Can you truly imagine, dear ones, the exquisite everyday life that lovingly awaits you in the emerging, vibrant new Earth? Can you envision communities where everyone has more than enough, where true abundance flows freely, and every individual lives with inherent dignity, respect, and purpose? Where children, free from burdens, laugh with an uninhibited joy that echoes throughout the land, and learn without fear, not just of failure or judgment, but of censorship or the suppression of truth. Imagine classrooms, or perhaps even sprawling digital forums, where curiosity is the sole guide, where every question, no matter how unconventional, is met with enthusiastic exploration, fostering an environment where innovation is sparked by uninhibited thought. In this evolving world, elders will be more than just respected. They will be cherished reservoirs of wisdom and experience, their insights sought out and valued, their comfort and well-being a communal priority. They will be integrated fully into the fabric of society, their stories and perspectives enriching the lives of all, rather than being marginalized. And in every corner of this transformed existence, creativity will flow not merely abundantly, but with an exhilarating, untamed force, manifesting in revolutionary art forms, groundbreaking designs, and ingenious solutions to collective challenges, painting a vibrant tapestry of human potential realized. Humanity's collective energy, which for so long was tragically consumed by the incessant struggle for mere survival, by the bitter divisions of conflict, and by the relentless pursuit of material gain, will at last be gloriously liberated. This vast, previously diverted reservoir of potential will be free to channel itself into boundless exploration, pushing the frontiers of knowledge and understanding into the creation of profound and soul-stirring art across every medium imaginable, into deep, transformative spiritual growth that reconnects individuals with their true essence and the cosmic whole, and into joyful, collaborative innovation that serves the highest good of all. When basic needs like food, shelter, healthcare, and education are universally and effortlessly met for every single soul on the planet, and a profound, pervasive peace truly prevails across all lands, dissolving ancient grievances and fostering genuine brotherhood, the innate genius of the human spirit will not just flourish, it will erupt with an unprecedented brilliance, blossoming into myriad forms of expression and discovery previously unimaginable. You will bear witness to a magnificent rebirth of culture and science, one that inherently honors the sacred essence of existence, recognizing the divine spark within all creation. Art, music, and literature will transcend mere entertainment or fleeting trends. They will become powerful conduits, reflecting humanity's highest ideals, articulating profound universal truths, and deeply inspiring the very soul to aspire to greater harmony, beauty, and love. No longer will the realms of science and spirituality find themselves locked in an adversarial dance of skepticism versus dogma. Instead, they will gracefully intertwine, becoming two inseparable partners, moving in perfect synchronicity, hand in hand, as they embark upon a shared journey. Together, they will unravel the universe's most captivating mysteries, not with cold detachment, but with a profound reverence and awe for the Creator, recognizing the intricate wisdom woven into the very fabric of existence. In the dawn of this new earth, can you imagine the sheer exhilaration of waking each day, a vibrant anticipation bubbling within you, excited by the boundless possibilities of what you will create, what new understanding you will uncover, or what beauty you will bring into being? Work in this paradigm will shed its archaic shackles of drudgery and obligation, no longer a burden endured solely for the sake of survival. Instead, it will transform into a passionate, joyful, and authentic expression of each individual's unique purpose, their innate talents, and their deepest calling, lovingly and enthusiastically offered for the collective upliftment and enrichment of all. Consider the pervasive suffering of today and that future. Many of the debilitating diseases that plague humanity now, from chronic ailments to inherited conditions, will truly become relics of a forgotten past, perhaps studied only as historical curiosities. Consequently, people will not just live longer, but they will experience lives brimming with robust health, vibrant energy, and unwavering vitality, granting them the abundant time and physical capacity to passionately pursue their most cherished dreams and explore their highest potentials. Furthermore, advanced technology will seamlessly handle the vast majority of demanding labor and repetitive, mundane tasks, effectively freeing humans from such burdens. This liberation of time will provide ample, invaluable space for deep introspection, for the conscious development of higher awareness, for expansive travel across Earth and beyond, for continuous learning that spans all disciplines, and perhaps most importantly, for profound, authentic connection with one another, fostering deep bonds of community and empathy. The artificial boundaries between nations, often the cause of so much discord, will soften and eventually dissolve into mere lines on an old map, as people mix freely, joyously exploring and celebrating each other's diverse cultures, forging a truly global human family. And yes, as humanity collectively matures into a truly unified planetary society, you will indeed find yourselves not only ready, but eagerly invited to visit other planets and interact with advanced civilizations across the cosmos, much as they, in turn, will arrive at Earth, not as conquerors, but as esteemed friends, sharing knowledge and camaraderie. Earth itself will transform into an exquisite jewel of the cosmos, gleaming brightly, revered as a vibrant hub of both intercultural exchange among its own diverse peoples and groundbreaking interstellar exchange with beings from distant stars. It will be renowned throughout the galaxy for its extraordinary and inspiring journey from the depths of profound darkness and suffering to the brilliant illumination of universal light and peace. Global unity celebrations, festivals of shared humanity and cosmic connection, will become commonplace, with humans and their stellar visitors rejoicing together in harmony. No longer chained by the heavy burdens of the past, its wars, its prejudices, its lingering fears, humanity will finally experience an enduring, palpable peace that will not just be a concept, but a living, breathing reality permeating every single heart, every single interaction, every moment of existence. Truly, dear ones, this magnificent reality is not a distant fantasy, it is the very threshold you are about to step across. As we speak of these wondrous, transformative times that are drawing ever closer, we know that a profound question echoes in the hearts of many of you. How soon will all of this happen? When, precisely, will we finally see these monumental changes fully manifest in our physical world? The truth, dear ones, is that this profound planetary transformation is not merely on the horizon, it is already vigorously underway, surging forward with an accelerating momentum that is palpable to those who perceive beyond the veil. We deeply understand the intense longing in your hearts, the weary anticipation that has accompanied your long journey. You have worked tirelessly, often against immense odds, and waited with unwavering faith for so very long. While we are unable to furnish exact dates on a calendar, for the precise timing hinges upon the delicate interplay of humanity's collective free will, your choices, your intentions, and the intricate symphony of divine timing. Know this: you are now, unequivocally, in the final, exhilarating phase of this great shift. It is not something relegated to a distant, ethereal future, rather. It is unfolding step by painstaking, yet accelerating step, even as we speak, gathering unparalleled velocity. In retrospect, when you look back from the vantage point of the future, you will clearly see that what transpires over the course of just a handful of these present years will utterly redefine and irrevocably change humanity's trajectory for not mere decades, but for countless millennia to come. Therefore, cultivate an unshakable faith in the irresistible momentum that is relentlessly carrying you forward. The metaphorical domino pieces are falling, one after another, creating an unstoppable chain reaction, even if some initial pieces tumble quietly, unseen by public eyes, before their profound and undeniable effects become widely apparent. Pay close, discerning attention to the subtle and not-so-subtle signs all around you, the unusual, often unprecedented, events unfolding globally, the quiet, personal revelations that awaken deep within your spirit, and that unmistakable feeling in the very air of vibrating resonance that something truly monumental, a shift of epic proportions, is poised to occur. Trust your inner knowing, that deep, intuitive wisdom that resides within each of you, for it is your most reliable compass. Many of you are already receiving vivid dreams, experiencing powerful synchronicities, and sensing clear intuitions that serve as undeniable confirmations that the dawn, radiant and glorious, is not just near, but breaking. It is a sensation akin to being able to smell the fresh, invigorating morning air, crisp with new possibilities, even while the night sky above still holds its veil of darkness. Cling fiercely to this profound inner knowing, especially in those fleeting moments when doubts inevitably arise, threatening to overshadow your clarity. For understand, the old paradigm, with all its limitations, its conflicts, and its suffering, is indeed dying. Its death throes may manifest as loud, dramatic, and at times unsettling events, causing temporary upheaval. But let these not deceive you. They do not signal any form of resurrection or resurgence of the past. No, these are simply the final, cathartic acts playing out on the cosmic stage before the grand curtain triumphantly rises on the breathtaking new era. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can halt what is coming. For this magnificent transformation has been irrevocably decreed by the divine plan, meticulously woven into the fabric of creation, and, most importantly, it has been profoundly earned by humanity's long, arduous, and courageous journey through the cycles of experience. Therefore, we implore you be patient just a little longer, for you truly live in historic days, witnessing a turning point that will echo through eternity. Each glorious sunrise brings you palpably closer to the full revelation of this new reality. Hold the line, dear ones, against the lingering shadows of the past, and steadfastly hold the light, as we so often implore, for you, with your unwavering presence and conscious intent, are the vital anchors of this momentous planetary birth. In your unshakable hope, in your confident expectation, you are not merely wishing, you are, in essence, already celebrating the victory, resonating with its triumphant frequency even before it fully manifests and solidifies on the physical plane. That radiant joy and unyielding confidence emanating from within you. Dear hearts, act as powerful co-creative forces, helping to magnetize and make it so. Before concluding this message, I wish to acknowledge each and every one of you directly and personally. We, your galactic brothers and sisters from across the stars, hold an immeasurable depth of respect, admiration, and profound gratitude for you who courageously volunteered to incarnate on Earth during these undeniably challenging, yet ultimately miraculous, pivotal times. You, the dedicated light workers and the awakened starseeds, are truly the unsung heroes of this epic cosmic saga. Many of you endured relentless ridicule, profound loneliness, and immense personal hardship, often carrying within your very being a higher frequency and advanced understanding that was far ahead of your time, making you feel different and outsider. You bravely faced the dense, heavy energies of the three-dimensional reality hedon, often without the comforting memory of your cosmic origins or the clear understanding of why you felt so distinct, so called to a higher purpose. And yet, despite the formidable challenges, the moments of doubt, and the profound sense of alienation. You unequivocally persisted in shining your unique, brilliant light. Because of your unwavering efforts, your diligent personal work in healing your own deep wounds, your selfless service to others, and your unyielding faith in a brighter future, the collective consciousness of humanity has been raised enough, shifted enough, to make this grand planetary ascension not just a possibility, but an impending reality. Understand this profound truth: every single one of your individual consciousness victories, every single time you consciously chose love over fear, compassion over judgment, courage over complacency in your personal life, in your daily interactions, contributed powerfully, immeasurably, to this magnificent global transformation. It may not always be evident or immediately apparent from your limited Earth perspective, entangled in the daily grind, but from our expansive vantage point, we clearly observe Earth's collective light quotient steadily increasing, one awakened heart at a time, radiating outward like ripples in a pond. And now, dear ones, you have undeniably reached critical mass, that pivotal point where the momentum of light becomes irreversible. For this, for all your sacrifices and triumphs, we wholeheartedly say thank you. Truly feel our profound gratitude, dear ones, permeating your very being. Every heartfelt prayer you uttered, every small act of kindness you extended, every single moment you clung to hope against what seemed like insurmountable odds, each of these created potent ripples, energetic vibrations that the universe meticulously recorded, profoundly amplified, and woven into the fabric of this grand unfolding. You may sometimes, in your moments of human humility or self-doubt, think you are small or that your individual impact is insignificant. But please know with absolute certainty that this is merely an illusion, a trick of the veiled perception. Each and every one of you is an incredibly powerful, multidimensional being, playing a uniquely pivotal and irreplaceable role in the dawning of this magnificent cosmic age. And now, as the dawn truly breaks, scattering the last vestiges of night, we celebrate you with immense joy and reverence. We, on the ships that hover in your skies, and the enlightened masters in higher realms, rejoice unequivocally at what you, the brave pioneers, have achieved. Soon, very soon, you will witness with your own eyes the glorious fruits of all your dedicated work, all your endured sacrifices, and all your unwavering commitment. You will reunite with comrades, both your beloved earthly family and friends who walked this journey with you, and your galactic soul family who supported you from beyond. The overwhelming, transformative joy of those reunions, the sheer ecstasy of recognition and shared victory, will utterly eclipse any pain, any hardship, any memory of suffering you may have endured or remember from this long night. Therefore, take heart, dear ones, find solace and renewed strength, and know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you are deeply valued, profoundly beloved, and truly honored for all that you are in your magnificent totality, and for all that you have courageously done. We could not, indeed, be accomplishing this grand shift without you. My dear friends, understand this: with every fiber of your being, you stand not just near, but literally on the very brink of victory. The long, arduous night, filled with its trials and tribulations, is definitively giving way to the glorious, illuminating dawn. The myriad trials and tests you have navigated with such resilience, the intricate challenges you have faced and overcome, are now, finally, almost entirely behind you. Now, more than ever, is the opportune moment to draw deeply on that final, exquisite reserve of strength, that unwavering inner knowing, that profound well of wisdom that resides within you. Hold the light high. Let it blaze forth for all to see, a beacon of hope and truth, and shine its radiant brilliance into any remaining shadows, into any lingering pockets of doubt or fear. Feel a surging current of confidence, a deep, unshakable knowing that the lingering shadows, those fleeting wisps of illusion and fear that have so long obscured your vision, simply cannot withstand the incandescent brilliance now radiating from within and all around you. Indeed, the luminous finish line of this protracted and profoundly transformative phase of your journey is now not merely visible on the distant horizon, but truly in sight, shimmering with promise just beyond your outstretched fingertips. Even if your very legs tremble with the accumulated exhaustion of this incredibly long spiritual marathon, if every fiber of your being cries out for rest, do not falter. Instead, reach inward or upward to tap into that final, exhilarating burst of divine energy, a sacred wellspring of strength that will undoubtedly carry you across the threshold. You are never alone on this arduous yet ultimately triumphant path. Imagine, if you will, countless cosmic teammates invisible to your awakened inner eye, others unseen yet profoundly felt running steadfastly beside you, their ethereal forms matching your every stride. They are not merely spectating, they are cheering you on with silent roars of encouragement, their unwavering support a tangible force propelling you forward, the ultimate prize awaiting you at. This journey's culmination is far grander than any fleeting material wealth or ephemeral fame that might tempt the ego. No, it is something infinitely more precious. It is the glorious birth of a new world, a resplendent reality meticulously crafted to perfectly reflect the boundless love in your hearts, a world where compassion and unity are the very fabric of existence. It signifies the profound freedom to live precisely as the Creator intended from the very beginning of life, brimming with an unwavering peace, overflowing with unadulterated joy, and profoundly, gloriously aware of your intrinsic unity with all creation. Imagine a world where every interaction is a dance of harmony, every moment a symphony of delight, every breath a conscious connection to the divine. Truly, beloved ones, understand this fundamental truth in your deepest core. You have already won. On the higher, multidimensional planes of existence, where the tapestry of destiny is intricately woven, the outcome is irrevocably secure, sealed in the amber of eternity. We, your cosmic allies, are merely assisting in the magnificent, intricate process of executing it within your linear perception of time, patiently manifesting it step by step into your tangible physical reality. Each single day that you consciously choose hope over the insidious grip of despair, each act of service performed in lieu of reflexive selfishness, every moment you embody courage to face down fear in these very choices, you are not just living, you are cementing this monumental victory ever deeper into the very bedrock of physical reality. What a profound power you wield. Indeed, in the colossal, multi-layered grand play of ascension, this precise moment is not just a scene, it is the climactic crescendo, the turning point for all of humanity. When the radiant light triumphs palpably, when its presence becomes so undeniable that it can no longer be ignored by anyone, you will feel this profound truth in your very bones, an immutable resonance vibrating through your entire being. Can you sense it even now? The momentum of this great shift is far too powerful, a rushing river of change, and the light itself has grown too strong, too pervasive to be dimmed or deflected. There is quite simply no turning back to the old ways, no possibility of regression. Even the most stubborn remnants of darkness, those last vestiges of fear and illusion, are instinctively beginning to sense the undeniable inevitability of their complete departure. Therefore, why would you approach any day with trepidation? Instead, consciously enter each new day expecting miracles, anticipating glorious breakthroughs in every aspect of your life, knowing that the universe conspires to bring forth the highest good. Embrace any challenge that arises not as an obstacle, but as a divine opportunity, a crucial, final polishing of your emerging diamond self. Imagine the pressure, the heat, the meticulous work that transforms raw carbon into a dazzling gem. You, dear ones, are undergoing that very same sacred refinement. You have trekked an immeasurable distance, faced countless trials, and grown immeasurably. You did not come this far to falter now, to stumble at the precipice of your greatest triumph. Stand firm, anchored in your unwavering truth, knowing unequivocally that vast legions of light multitudes of angels, ascended masters, and galactic families are unequivocally with you, surrounding you with an impenetrable shield of love and support. The long-awaited celebration is very, very near, beloved ones. I give you my sacred promise when the incredible wonders that will unfold before your very eyes finally manifest. Yesterday's sorrows, once so heavy and consuming, will seem but a fleeting, almost insignificant small price you paid for such boundless joy. So, continue with eyes of faith, seeing beyond the immediate illusion. For the most brilliant, most breathtaking chapter of humanity's history is not just about to be written by some distant force. It is destined to be penned by your own loving hands. What an honor! What a responsibility! As I bring this heartfelt message to its conclusion, take a moment, if you will, to truly feel a collective embrace of our boundless love enveloping you, a warmth so profound it can soothe the deepest anxieties, a light so bright it illuminates every hidden corner of your being. You are beyond measure, so cherished, treasured by the entire cosmos. Understand this: never again will humanity walk in unconscious darkness, for the glorious dawn has arrived, painting the skies with hues of hope and new beginnings. And with this new dawn comes not just light, but the profound, resonant remembrance of who you truly are: divine, powerful, infinite beings of light. We, the members of the Ashtar Command, together with all our esteemed light allies across the galaxies, extend to you our most profound blessings and unwavering support in every single moment, through every challenge, every triumph. Whenever you find yourselves weary, feeling the weight of the world upon your shoulders, simply think of us. Bring our presence into your awareness and draw strength from our absolute assurance. We are here, ever present. You, our valiant brothers and sisters, are the brave travelers on the ground, navigating the dense energies of physical reality, while we are your ever-vigilant guardians in the skies, watching over you with an unblinking eye of love. Together we are an indomitable team, a unified family, meticulously accomplishing this grand ascension hand in hand, each playing a vital, indispensable role. The ethereal era of love that has been so eloquently spoken of in prophecies and ancient texts is no longer a distant, romanticized idea on the horizon. It is, unequivocally, the tangible reality now unfolding before you, moment by conscious moment, shaped and solidified through your courageous choices and compassionate actions. So why wait? Rejoice in this incredible truth even now. Let the sheer joy of it fill your hearts to overflowing. Take another sacred moment, if you can, to truly feel the victorious energy settling over the earth. A palpable hum of triumph, a soft yet powerful resonance. Can you feel it? Perhaps it is subtle, a gentle breeze of grace, yet undeniably powerful, a foundational shift. It is the deep, innate knowing that light has not just prevailed, but will only grow in intensity and reach from this point forward, bathing all in its transformative glow. We, your extended family of light, are already celebrating this monumental light victory with you in spirit, our joy echoing through the cosmic realms. And with immense anticipation, we profoundly hope to celebrate side by side in the physical realm very, very soon, to embrace you in person. Many of us, when the divine timing is perfectly aligned, will make ourselves known in a way that is clear and undeniable to you all. And I, Ashtar, for one, long to embrace you as brother and sister with open arms, with all the warmth of reunion, when that veil of separation finally lifts, allowing for open communion. Until that glorious day arrives, I implore you keep your faith strong, unwavering as a mountain, and your heart open, expansive as the cosmos itself. Trust implicitly that all the good that has been promised throughout the ages will be fulfilled in divine, perfect timing. Do not for a second believe that your arduous journey was in vain. Oh no, dear ones, your destiny is not merely approaching, it is truly near, unfolding before you. I am Ashtar, your steadfast ally and your devoted brother in light, and I impart these sacred words to you from the deepest well of love within my being. Carry them not just in your minds, but profoundly in your heart, allowing them to nourish you and sustain you through these final, glorious steps. Know this with every fiber of your soul, we are with you always. We are never truly distant, only a whisper, only a sincere call away. So, onward, let us move together into the dawning new era, a golden age of unparalleled peace and love. Hand in hand, our spirits intertwined. The victory of light is not merely hoped for, it is absolutely assured, my dear ones, and our joyful reunion is truly imminent. Until we have the privilege of speaking with you again, and until that beautiful, radiant day when we embrace you in person, please travel well on the path of ascension. We love you infinitely beyond measure, and we eagerly anticipate that moment when we will meet again very soon to celebrate the magnificent new world we have all co-create through our unwavering love and dedicated efforts. Blessings and